Hello and welcome back. Today is Wednesday, March 20th. I have your 4 best bets for you in the NBA today. As always, if you're new to the channel, welcome. I'm happy that you're here. Please leave a like and subscribe down below. Makes me know you like the content, but more importantly, I'm glad you're here watching. Hopefully, we got some winners for you today. 4 plays, but man, this slate is something else. There's 8 games today. 7 of them have 8 or greater spreads on them. And then the one game that's the closest spread of the day in the Heat and the Cavs game, it's only a 203 over under. A disgusting game. I feel like even that game's going to hit even worse than the Virginia-Colorado game last night. Like, it's going to be bad. Hey, it's the best time of the year. Basketball Mecca weekend is ahead of us. March is just tournaments tomorrow. Cannot wait, but we have the 4 plays for you here in the NBA tonight. Before we jump into today's plays of the day, we got to recap yesterday's action. All right, yesterday in the NBA, we ended up going 1-1. It's just been that kind of a week. 2-2, 1-1. What are we going to do today? Hopefully a sweep, but hey, 1-1 yesterday. The Luka Wemby special. Oh my God. These guys were horrible from the field. Together, they made 9 field goals combined. And they ended up missing, I think 40 shots total. So they were 9 for 40 combined yesterday. Lucas still had a triple-double. He's incredible, but he was 6 from 27 from the field, finished with 16 points, 2 for 12 from 3. He shot everything last night and just was missing. The same goes for Wemby. Hey, when you got plus matchups, hey, I'm going to take them. They had plenty of volume both each and just didn't convert for us. Wemby was just a few points shy. 0 for 4 from 3. Maybe if 3 goes in, we probably have that, but we need a Luka there, and he had a horrible game. It was not due to lack of trying from both of them. And you know who tried hard yesterday? Nikola Jokic. Saw that one. That was a great play. Felt awesome about it. Had the Rudy Gobert news before, and then they announced he was out, and it ended up working in our favor. He had a great game. Over 37.5 was a steal from us. He got that early in the third. The game was great overall. And if you did the FanDuel promo where and Jokic did 25 plus points, you cashed that as well. So, hey, pretty good day in the NBA, 1-1. Not the best, but feeling good, feeling great on these 4 plays. And let's just jump into it. For my first best bet of the day, going with the guy. He's been talking about his cold streak these last few days. He's saying he's paying DraftKings where he's losing us money, but we haven't bet him. But today, I'm riding with it. When a player talks about him being in a slump and he gets a beautiful matchup like today, I got to ride with them. I'm going with Tyrese Halliburton. 20 plus points coming in at minus 135 on FanDuel. Let's jump into it. Yeah, he's super cold. 1 for his last 5, averaging 16.6 points. Plays a Pistons team, however, where he's gotten this over 2 of his last 3 games, averaging 21.6 points. Just a month ago, he dropped 25 plus points on him, and ever since then, he has been cold as can be, so hopefully Detroit is his remedy for this streak. Like I said, whenever I see a player talking about a cold streak or something like that, I always feel like the head coach and the team or his teammates even try to draw up plays for him to get easy buckets, like getting layups in the lane. And this matchup is perfect with Detroit Pistons allowing the most points to the point guard position. Love that. He has the overrate 54% of the time on this season, averaging 21.2 points per game on the road. Hey, last 5 games, he's had steady volume, 15 field goal attempts. He's trying, but he's yet to convert overall. Hopefully today with this matchup, he gets it. High over-under matchup, 235. It's leaning on the over. I saw it was at minus 120 at the time of recording. So high over-under matchup. They're going to need him here. Last time they did play, him and Kate had a great back-and-forth game. Hopefully in this one, he gets to his 20-point mark and breaks out of his shooting slump. We like his 20-plus points coming in at minus 135 on FanDuel. For my second best bet is going to be in that Celtics-Bucks matchup tonight. Giannis has been ruled out, and so that means it's a bang-bang. You got to play Damian Lillard over 25.5 points coming in at minus 135 on DraftKings. Let's jump into it. He's gotten this over 3 of his last 4 games without Giannis, averaging 31.5 points per game. He's gotten this over 3 of his last 5 games in general, averaging 24.2 points, and love to see that. He's gotten this over 1 for his last 2 versus Boston, averaging 24 points per game in that time. Boston's allowed the 9th most points to the point guard position in these last 9 games. And in the last 30 games, they're allowing the 8th most points to the guard position. So Dame is going to take advantage of this matchup. What the Celtics give up the most is what Dame does the best. They allowed the most pull-up three-pointers, and guess what Dame does? He pulls up from deep, and hopefully here he can connect from downtown for us. He has 2 days of rest. When he has 2 days of rest overall, he's gotten this over 4 of his last 5 games, averaging 33 points per game. Gotta love to see that. As well, I love when the over creeps up. The over-under was opened up at 220. It's at 225 now. So I love that even with the Giannis news, the over-under is still being pushed up. So that means Dame is going to have plenty of volume. Even with Chris Middleton playing, this Bucks team is pretty good overall. They still are on a mission. They've been balling out these last few games, and that's because of Dame Lillard taking over without Giannis in the lineup. With the Celtics allowing the most pull-up threes to the point guard position, allowing the 8th most points to the guard position, and allowing the 9th most points to the point guard position overall, I think Damian Lillard can easily get over this 25.5 points for us at minus 135 on DraftKings. For my third best bet today is going to be in the late game in the 76ers Suns matchup here. Hey, Tyrese Maxey, the most improved player. He's been a man on the mission these last 3 games, and I'm just going to be taking it. He has a beautiful matchup here. Going Tyrese Maxey over 28.5 points, coming in at minus 110 on DraftKings. Phoenix allows the 5th most points and the 3rd most threes to the point guard position, so that means Maxey is going to have free reign in this matchup. He has steady volume these last 3 games where he's been balling out. He's averaging 22 field goal attempts in these last 3 games. Again, the over-under for this matchup opened up at 220, is now at 223 overall. So I love when the over-under gets pushed up a few more points. When Maxey gets 16 field goal attempts per game, like he has these last 3, he's actually gone over 70% of the time in these last 10 games he's played. So gotta love that. When he has a ton of volume, he cashes the over for us. He's got this over 1 for his last 2 games versus Phoenix, averaging 29.5 points per game. The last time they played Phoenix, he only had 22 points, but that was with Embiid and Kelly Oubre dropping 25-plus points in that matchup. So with Embiid being out, a lot more volume for him, and it seems like he's taking every shot that he can't pass up. Love Maxey here. He has the best matchup, but one of the better matchups on the day. High over-under game. Gotta love Maxey over 28.5 points. My fourth best bet is going to be in that Portland Trail Blazers Clippers matchup here. You would think I'd be going on the Clippers side here, but I'm going on the Portland side on this matchup. I'm going Anthony Simons over 23.5 points, coming in at minus 125 on ESPN Bet. Let's jump into it. He's gotten this over 3 of his last 5 games. 3 straight 25-plus point games. I know he just played the Bulls game, and he actually looked pretty incredible in that game. He was taking a great mix of outside the arc and driving into the lane, so I got to love that. He plays a Clippers team that allows the 6th most points to the shooting guard position, so Simons can take advantage of the lineup. He's gotten this over 1 for his last 2 games, averaging 28 points per game versus the Clippers. He had 38 points in his most recent matchup against them, so he can pop off against this Clippers team. He's not afraid. With 1 day of rest, he's actually gotten this over 60% of the time this season, averaging 24 points per game in that time period. In the last 5 games, he has steady volume, 20 field goal attempts. Love a guy that can just keep shooting, has a green light to shoot. With the injuries to this team, he's going to keep having the green light, and he has a fast-paced team. This young team doesn't know any better, so love this team. They can easily come back with how they did against the Bulls. They can easily come back in these matchups. Clippers are not a team that I think guards are afraid of, and that shows with them allowing the 6th most points. Love this spot here, over 23.5 points. Those are my 4 best bets for you in the NBA tonight. As always, thank you for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe down below. Makes me know you like the content. Please make sure to follow my Twitter at TheWiddler. So if I can't make it time to make a video, you can see me post plays, and you can see me tilt as the matchups go on. These, especially with that Wemby and Luka matchup, I just was like that Homelander meme where I'm just watching every brick and just staring at the TV in disgust. But hey, I hope you're having a wonderful day. Hopefully your bracket is going to be perfect for this weekend. I know mine is. As always, keep on smiling. I will see you in the next one.